Hello all and welcome to Wow Crochet yet again for another tutorial. My name is Mary and in today's tutorial I'll be showing you a very quick tutorial on how to repair a mistake. Can you see the mistake? Dearie me, these are all double crochet V-stitches. That is an accident. Okay, so what we're going to do, oh, by the way, if you are new to our channel, firstly, welcome. And secondly, we have been making this gorgeous double crochet V-stitch blanket. This actual blanket itself was made quite a few months ago. The link to this blanket will be in the description box down below. What we are currently doing at the moment is the 5 rows of the border. Some people are actually doing more of these rows, okay? But we've done the first 2 rows as part 1, the next 2 rows as part 2, part 3 is coming in 2 more days and that'll be the very last row, okay? But I cannot do the last row because this is really niggling at me. So I want to repair this blanket. I talked about doing this repair on my last vlog number 11. The link to that vlog will be in the description box down below. In the meantime, we're not going to talk anymore. We are going to get started. You will need to remove your stitch marker, obviously. You will need to use the same hook that you use to make your blanket. You will need a pair of scissors. Yes, and you will need the most important part of this tutorial. This guy. Your weaving, sewing, darning needle, whatever you want to call it. And the second most, well, that's the second most important part. The first part, most important part, is you need exactly the same yarn. If you use a different color yarn, this stitch will be noticeable. If you use a different dye lot, this stitch will be noticeable. By the way, I'm going to talk about dye lots in the next vlog coming up, or the vlog after that, as dye lots are really, really important. And in reference to repairs, dye lots are extra important. If you want this to be repaired and you don't want it to be noticed, you need to use the same color thread and the same dye lot. Otherwise, it will be noticeable. Okay, so I'm not going to talk anymore. Firstly, grab your piece. Now, what you need to do is you just need to move this guy over a little bit so you've got room to do this part. And this part, you're actually popping your hook through the space underneath and then up through that space there. Then you're grabbing your thread. You're going to laugh at how quick and easy this is. And all you're doing is pulling your thread. Oh, don't split the yarn like I just did. Pulling your thread through like that. Popping your tail end. Leave a good tail because you're going to need that to weave in. Popping your tail end over there. Okay. Now all you're going to do is chain up 1, 2, and 3. Pull up that third loop. Cut it. This is how easy this is, guys. You're going to laugh when you see how easy it is, and you're going to think, why didn't I not know about this before? That's what you're going to think. Okay, now, grab your thread needle. You grab your needle, and you just thread your yarn. I have a feeling this yarn's going to split on me. No, that's good. Didn't split. Great. Now, that's all you've done so far. That's it. You've just chained up 3. Now, this is the part that's really, really important. When you fix this, be careful because you can't unfix this, okay? Once you start splitting yarn, it's going to be very hard for you to take it undone, okay? So what you can do is you grab your needle. I'm hoping you can see with this lighting. This stitch here comes from there, all right? That's your double crochet, your last double crochet. So what you're going to do is grab this thread and split. Not going through the stitch, you are splitting the thread. And all you're doing is slowly pulling that thread through like that. Okay, that's what you have so far. Now, you're not finished. You've got a few things to do yet. You need to just pop it through anywhere, split the yarn through to the back, like so, and give it a tug. Okay, then you turn it over and you're going to weave in like you would normally weave in any other blanket stitching that you have. Anything that you do, you're going to weave in a gazillion times, aren't you? Because that's what we do, isn't it? And you're not just going to weave in there. Okay, you are now going to put it loop through, splitting the yarn to a stitch next to it, and then you're going to weave in to the stitch next to it. Either way, it doesn't matter which way you go. You could go the other side. Like I went this way, but you could go that way, it doesn't matter. Put it back through the other way. And yours truly is a sticklet, so I'm going to pop it through again. I'm very, very fussy when it comes to, I don't like weaving, but I'm very fussy and I want it done properly. So all I'm going to do is chop it. Be careful when you're cutting not to cut your actual project. So far, that's what you have. You're not finished yet because you still have this thread here. Now, this thread is important because we didn't actually knot it when we pulled it through. So you've got to find the right way of weaving it in or this will come undone, okay? Looking good so far, isn't it? So we pulled it through this way, if you remember correctly, because I wanted to lock it in place. But I think it's still not locked in place. So I'm just going to pop it through, splitting that yellow underneath, splitting the yellow, not just through the green, but splitting the yellow, and pull it through. Okay, how's that? Now, when I've finished again, we're going to pop it in the yellow, like we did with the green before. Pop it in the yellow, pull it through the back, then we turn it over, and guess what, guys? You're going to weave in and out a gazillion times. Now, my worry about this stitch is because it's a very small stitch. The V-stitch is very small down here. If you want, you could do this further. You could weave it up there and go up the loop, but it's not necessary, okay? I have woven that in how many times? 3 times now, I think it's been, maybe 4. And that's really tight, so that's not going to come undone, okay? There you go. How's about that? Where is it? There it is. Where is it now? I've lost it. I've lost a stitch. Oh no, I've lost a stitch. How about losing it? There it is, right there. And you can't even notice it. And from far away, hello, where is it? Where is it? It's right there, only because I can see the bubble right there, a little bit of bubble right there. Make sure you pull tight when you're popping this through the top. Make sure you pull it real tight up the top or that will come loose. All right, but that's it. How simple is that? And again, from far away, you can't even notice it. Now I'm going to put the stitch marker back on, only because I will be, oh, I've lost it again. There it is. Only because I will be showing everyone on the next vlog coming about the repair and how it looks, okay? So all I can say, guys, is thank you so much for watching. If you like the tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell button so you can receive further tutorials in your inbox. And yes, guys, you can now repair your own errors. Thanks so much for watching and ciao for now.